Hey everyone, what's going on? Thanks for tuning in to Relevant Jukebox, and today we're going to talk about this new Sewerslvt album, Draining Love Story. So this is the newest full-length album from the Australian producer Sewerslvt, and they've kind of been lurking in the underground dance and rave scene over the past couple years, releasing a handful of projects and remixes primarily through the Bandcamp platform. And I'm actually pretty brand new to Sewerslvt at this point. I saw this album cover floating around through Bandcamp and on Twitter. I decided to check it out, and overall I'm pretty glad that I did. It's a throwback of sorts to like 90s dance and rave music, but it's being filtered and updated through this like neon and slimy filter as these tracks perpetuate themselves forward with some sort of Prodigy inspired drum patterns. All the synths and the samples are like stretched out and layered over each other like you're covered in a bunch of slime. And there's this pretty noticeable emotional potency that radiates off of the sub bass on these tracks that reinforces a lot of the melodies and makes these tracks like pretty captivating to my ears. The structures are pretty repetitive, yes, but I kind of feel like they have to be to really grab you in and bring you into this very specific dejected mood of like letting go and embracing a rush of happiness, which is like exactly how a lot of these tracks make me feel when they're built up to their maximum. Like on the track Lexapro Delirium, for example, and overall it doesn't really have that strong of a start, but once you hit a minute and a half into this track and that vocal sample comes in, it's amazing. A lot of the vocal samples on this record can be kind of hit or miss though, but I do really like how they come out and sound really warped and strange on the third track, Yanderine Complex. I'm not really sure if I'm saying that right, but I do love how all the vocals are scrambled and lay themselves on top of this instrumental. And they do save some of the best tracks towards the end of the record. Of course, I'm talking about tracks like Mr. Kill Myself and Down the Drain, with Mr. Kill Myself being a pretty big standout on the record, I think. It has one of the more memorable change-ups, how about 2 minutes into this track, everything starts to get more intense, really dirty sounding. The only track on this record I wasn't really digging on at all much was the fourth track, Essi Firas. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Mainly because it has this like really annoying dialogue of some guy complaining about people over it. And it also has one of the more bland instrumentals of the whole project. And there are a fair share of ambient spots on this record too, whether it be like an intro of the track or an outro, or even an entire track like Fleeting Feeling that's halfway through. Overall, I like the really bleak atmosphere and landscapes that this record casts out, which are reinforced by some of these more ambient parts. And it's sort of an interesting crossroad of feelings for a drum and bass record, because this record can make you feel elated and happy and want to get up and dance, but it comes from an emotional place that draws more inspiration from artists like Burial to achieve that. Not every track on the record is a big standout, but nonetheless, I still enjoyed listening to this quite a bit. And with that being said, I'm feeling a 7.5 over here on Draining Love Story. For all you collectors out there, I headed over to Sewerslvt's Bandcamp. I did not see this in a physical release just yet, but I'll have a link down below to their Bandcamp if you want to grab this album digitally. And if you've listened to this Sewerslvt album before, what did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want more content from me, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Peace.